Hi guys, I'm John Garage, and I love utility knives because they're really helpful for when you need to get something sharp quick, and so you can just swap out blades and stuff like that. But I also really like, flippy dippy stuff. So, if you want something that you can swap out the blade and everything like that, you can get something like this where you can easily change out the utility blade and get something sharp. But even this doesn't fully satisfy my need to have a flippy dippy knife that I can easily swap things out for. So I did a little looking around and I found these things you can get called the Outdoor Edge replaceable knives, basically. And look at it. At first glance, just looks like a knife, but guess what you can do? Da-da-da-da. You can pull out the entire blade and just swap it out, which you might think seems wasteful or something, but it's no more wasteful than throwing something like that out. And actually I've found that using these is a really good way to kind of practice your sharpening skills, and there's no reason you need to go and completely throw away the blade or anything like that. And I think it makes a really good use case for using one of these pull-through sharpener type things, where people often say with pull-through sharpeners that you should not use them because they end up taking off way too much metal from the blade and everything. So, if you have a replaceable blade, it doesn't really matter how much you mess up the blade because you can just, if it really gets that bad, you can just swap it out. And I've found that with something like this, it gets it sharp enough to where you can cut things well. It might not be perfect or, as sharp as you might get it using something like, an actual sharpening thing, but it gets it close enough. And so for people who really hate sharpening or just need to be able to get it sharp quick and get back to what they're doing, I think these are a great option. I'll kind of dive through these different ones I got because they all range in terms of price and what they do. So on the low end, this one was $20. It's called the Razor Work, and this one actually came with a utility blade on it, which I take this out camping with me. I've used it to strike ferro rods and stuff. I've used it to just cut shavings off of wood for tinder to start fires and stuff like that, and it works great. And when it wasn't sharp enough anymore, I just run it through this thing and it gets it nice and sharp again. It feels kind of plasticky though, and it has this backlock thing on it, which I don't like. So I mean, you can flip it open, yeah, you can flip it open with one hand, but then you got to use both your hands to put it away. And it's not a huge deal, but this one isn't my favorite. But at the same time I bought this one too. This is the VX2, which has G10 handles on it. It has a spring assist opening, and that's basically the main differences compared to, they have 5 different models or something. But I will point out that this is a 420 J2 steel, which according to Google is a softer steel, which makes it loses its edge more quickly, but it's also really easy to sharpen. So it's a perfect use case for something like this. And then I saw the VX5. This one was $50, but it came with a bunch of different blades with it. Well, the same blades, but there's 6 in here. $50, not bad for that. Especially if you buy it without the blades, it's also $50. It's a weird bundle thing they had going on. And then finally, there's this thing, which is the VX5. Please ignore the bird. I only got this because normally the VX5 is $75, but this one was a collector's edition I got off their website for a cool $50. So that shaves $25 off, but then you have this very patriotic design on it, which, depending on who you are, may or may not float your boat. But I don't know. Birds are cool. I like birds. Yeah, this one does not have an assisted flip. It has ceramic ball bearings on it, so you can, do that weird stuff with it. With this, it comes down to here and then springy. So you got to push it down all the way. So let me kind of show you what I mean. With this one, I doled up the blade on a a file. I actually used, where'd it go? The file on my Gerber dime. I just rubbed it across it for a couple minutes. So let's see how sharp this is right now. I mean, it can kind of cut, but it's not like butter and I have to like really be holding it taut and everything. I could probably get it more dull, but you know, you just pull it through this a few times. All right, let's see if that got it any sharper. Definitely goes through easier. Oh, not that. There was a bad example, but yeah, it's a little easier. So yeah, it works. It made it sharper, and I didn't have to worry about messing up the blade beyond all repair and having to throw out the entire knife, because with this you don't throw out the entire knife, you just throw out the sharp part and replace it. So I think there truly is a use case out there for certain people. I know I do have this thing, and I was like messing around trying to sharpen stuff, and it took me a long time to kind of figure out my way to do it. And you know, like I was always afraid to like, I don't want to dull up the blade and then try and resharpen it and everything, because what if I can never get it as good as it was? And like, it was even hard for me to do stuff like this cheap. It's like a $10 knife, but even then I'm like, oh, I don't want to damage the pristine nature of its sharp edge at this point. And so with something like this, I could be like, well, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to ruin the knife forever and not be able to fix it or anything. And then it opens up the option to do this. I can practice on something like this and make sure that, you know, I kind of know what I'm doing. And this thing actually works with this. I tested it separately, and I'm going to go into this deeper in a later video with kind of how to get started sharpening without scaring yourself. But yeah, with this, you can get the edge on it and everything, and because it's not so big of a, there's this little lip where it slides into, but it's not so big that you can't use something like this. It still gets a good angle for it and everything. I was kind of worried about that at first, but no, it works fine and definitely makes it sharper than it was. I'm by no means an expert, so please don't bully me about my sharpening technique or anything, but what I've done does the job for me at least, so. Yeah, you can always probably get it way sharper, but again, it's fine. That almost went into my finger. My God. I gotta be more careful sometimes. But yeah, so my advice, if you're interested at all with these, skip this thing. It feels kind of cheap, honestly. You know, it'll still cut fine and everything, but you are not getting like a premium experience from the handle and everything like that. The VX2 is very similar to the VX1. There's a gray aluminum version of that was only $30 for it. The only difference is that I've had aluminum knives for the handle that they feel really slippy. That's why I decided to get the one with the G10 scales on it. But you know, if you just want to test it out, I've seen other reviews about the VX1 and they loved it, so that'd be a good option to save some money. I think right now it's $45, but it goes on sale, so keep an eye out. This one, the VX2, it's good. I wouldn't say it's worth $75. And also, like, really the only difference between this and the VX2 is that this one is not assisted opening. I guess the scales are different too. I wrote it down. This has G10 reinforced carbon fiber scales. So, whatever that means, but they both feel really good in the hand. They both give you that knife experience without having to, you know, stoop down to the level of a utility blade or something. And also gives you the flexibility to swap out blades or use, you know, random pull-through sharpeners in the field or whatever. The other thing with this is you also get a little ferro rod and a whistle as a treat. Yeah, so I think these are pretty cool. I know some people are gonna just absolutely hate them and be like, get a real knife. Which, you know, that's fair enough, but I think some people might benefit from these, especially if you're just starting out with knives and you want to ensure that when you're trying to sharpen things, you aren't making them worse than they were before, because, you know, worst case scenario, you can always just fall back on this and get it sharp enough for your needs, and, you know, also be able to just swap out the blade itself and everything, which is really easy to do. It's, you just take it out, pull it back in. I quite like these. They've kind of opened up the world of knives for me a little bit, because I got used to kind of sharpening these and stuff, and figuring out like, hey, you know, it's kind of hard to totally mess it up, like to the point of ruining the knife and everything. So from there, I've been able to start, you know, working on these knives and everything and getting them pretty sharp for me. And it kind of just got rid of that, I don't know, knife block you can sometimes get when you're dealing with more expensive tools or things that you're afraid to use and stuff. These are a good gateway to help you get rid of that fear. Yeah, if you like this video, I have more videos that are going to be coming in the future, so stay tuned, like and subscribe, and you might see it pop up on your home screen when I post a new video. You may or may not. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but anyway, I'm going to see you next time. Goodbye.